There are a lot of videos that start like this. YouTube completely changed my life in 12 hours. But this video is different because I didn't blow up overnight and I didn't quit my day job. What actually changed was not just about the growth or the money. It was what YouTube exposed in me. So in this video, I want to show you how YouTube has changed my life and my plans for retirement over the last year. I'm going to show you the money I made and what YouTube taught me about building something sustainable, especially if you're over 40 or 50 trying to make YouTube work. And stay till the end because I did discover a huge myth when it comes to YouTube. And if you take this advice, you can start earning on YouTube way before you become a YouTube partner. But to understand how this past year on YouTube changed everything, we got to go back. As a teacher and a DJ who live streams in my 50s, I didn't plan on starting YouTube and adding yet another thing to my plate. I started my YouTube channel back in 2020. And by started, I mean I uploaded a few things, I disappeared, I came back, I disappeared again. And so the first lesson is don't do that. For a long time, I wasn't even making YouTube videos. I was just uploading my really cringy songs that I produced on my Machine MK3, and I put my Twitch VODs up there, which sounds efficient until you realize that most of those videos got Content ID claimed, so none of that watch time counted. At one point, oh my God, am I even gonna tell you this? Okay, I bought subscribers, which did absolutely nothing except embarrass me and confuse the algorithm, so don't do that either. But see, last year, I was exhausted and worried, and I loved streaming. It's my community and passion, and my job as a middle school teacher was becoming increasingly difficult, and at home, everything changed after my partner suffered a stroke, and in the blink of an eye, the hours and the income in my timeline mattered in a way that it hadn't ever mattered before, and suddenly retiring on my own terms felt really urgent. So I made the decision to go all in on YouTube, and I decided to give it 1 year. And even then, it wasn't until much later that I stopped treating YouTube like a dumping ground and I started treating it like its own platform. And when I did that, that is when things started to change. So once I got serious about YouTube, I realized something pretty fast. I had no idea what I was doing. Those first videos, absolute trash. And yes, yours probably will be too, but that's all part of the process. So I stopped trying to figure YouTube out on my own and I paid for help. I enrolled in a YouTube course that cost me about $4,000. Shout out Ed Lawrence. And it was one of the most expensive trainings I've ever bought, which was terrifying. Not because I doubted YouTube or even the course, but because I knew it meant that I had to stop half trying. This was not just about YouTube. I'm in my 50s. I've been working in education for a long time, and I knew I could not do it forever. I mean, kids these days are feral, and then life started lifing, and my partner had the stroke, and that changes how you think about time and energy and what happens if one income suddenly disappears. And this was suddenly not about just growing a channel or chasing views, but it was about building something that could actually support us. And as I kept building and I kept learning, I learned why VODs were never going to work. And I learned how to start crafting videos that could actually help other people and in turn create some real income for me. So then I made a change. I committed to posting one actual YouTube video every week. And that opened up an entirely new skill set. The planning, iteration, titles, thumbnails, scripting, filming, editing, descriptions, keywords. It's a lot, this YouTube thing. And if anyone says it's easy, they are lying. It's not easy, but it's doable. And it is worth it, even if no one watches. This commitment changed my life because I knew I only had so much time in the day. My job as a teacher, my stream schedule, home life, working out, trying not to be a hermit and go out and socialize. Going all in forced me to prioritize my time to build something that could grow, even when I was offline. And that decision was hard because it meant I needed to pull back from streaming and some of the other things. And if you're not present on Twitch, going live and participating in other chats, you kind of get forgotten. And not to mention, I miss being there to support my friends, and I just hope that they can understand that I had to make some sacrifices for time's sake. Now, for a long time, it felt like nothing was happening over here on YouTube. I mean, I was posting every week, I was doing the work, I was learning the new skills, and yet I was still not monetized, still hadn't made a penny. Being monetized means you have 4,000 watch hours and over 1,000 subscribers. And when that happens, you get a portion of the ad revenue. But then in late July, something finally shifted. One video took off. Not viral, internet famous took off, but enough to change the trajectory of my channel. And that was the video that pushed me over the monetization threshold. And when I finally got monetized, the money's not life-changing, but the signal was life-changing. Take a look at what I was paid the first month. Now, my first payout wasn't a lot, but that money felt like a windfall because it meant that the system was working. And at the same time, more things changed. I got more confident on camera. My ideas got clearer. My message got sharper. My writing got better. It was like I unlocked a whole different part of my creative brain. And weirdly enough, these things made me a better streamer and a way better teacher even. And then YouTube stopped feeling like a gamble and it started feeling like a foundation. And this is where I need to tell you something I have not really said out loud to many people yet. But because of what I've been building on YouTube this past year, I am going to retire from education next year. Not because YouTube made me rich and famous. I mean, I still have a really small channel. But because it's giving me options and I see the potential. And I need you to know that if I could do this, so can you. Now, this past year, I have learned many things, but the biggest lesson I learned was the myth of monetization. For a long time, I thought that YouTube only mattered once you're monetized. But that way of thinking kept me stuck and chasing the wrong things. And what this past year taught me is that monetization is not the starting line. It's just one option. You can start earning on YouTube long before the algorithm gives you permission. What actually matters is this. Can you help a specific person with a specific problem in a way that's clear and useful? Because when you can do that, the size of your audience matters a lot less. You don't need a massive following. You need the right people. For example, I've seen DJs teaching courses on how to mix. There are producers that are using YouTube to sell sample packs or templates, and graphic designers that create overlays, widgets, and stream visuals for people who don't want to design their own. And none of those require a massive audience. They just require clarity. Now, once I stopped trying to make videos for myself and started making videos for a very specific person, everything changed. My content got clearer, my message got sharper, and the opportunities started showing up before the AdSense even kicked in. In fact, I just sold out of my first live cohort with an audience of fewer than 8,000 subscribers, not because of reach or explosive viral videos, but because I knew exactly who I could help to solve a specific problem. And every single one of you watching this can do that too. YouTube becomes a way to build trust at scale, and that is a very different game than waiting around to be chosen by the algorithm. And I want to be really clear about one thing. I didn't stop streaming. I will never stop. I love it. I'll be the 80-year-old Twitch granny. Streaming is where my community hangs out. It's where the music and the connection happens. But I stopped asking streaming to do everything. I stopped asking it to carry my income and my future and my energy all by itself. YouTube didn't replace streaming, it just supports it. It lets me show up live because I want to, not because I feel like I have to. And that changed my relationship with streaming completely. So if you're watching this and you're wondering if YouTube is really worth it, I am here to remind you again that if I could do it, so can you. This past year taught me so much. It taught me that YouTube is about more than views. It's about building leverage and options. And if you want more honest breakdowns of how people like me and you can build sustainable income without burning out, make sure to hit the subscribe button.